The origin and mechanism of the Karma Seal. The Karma Seal is one of the most mysterious powers in Boruto, originating from the Otsutsuki clan, an ancient alien race devoted to harvesting chakra through the divine tree. To preserve their existence, the Otsutsuki created karma, a genetic backup for reincarnation. Shaped like a rhombus, the seal contains compressed biological data, the DNA, memories, and power of the Otsutsuki who implanted it. Once marked, the host gains immense chakra, speed, and endurance, along with the ability to absorb and redirect chakra-based jutsu. Over time, karma rewrites the host's genetic code, transforming them into a perfect Otsutsuki vessel. But activation comes at a cost. The more the host uses karma, the more control the Otsutsuki consciousness gains. Full possession can erase the host's identity entirely. Implantation is also perilous, as few can survive the process without exact chakra compatibility. Karma can't absorb natural element jutsu, leaving small openings for counterattacks. Stage 1. Karma Seal. Stage 1 of the Karma Seal begins immediately after implantation. In this dormant phase, the mark appears as a small black rhombus on the host's body, motionless and unglowing. Though it looks inactive, it silently stores the Otsutsuki's genetic data and begins rewriting the host's DNA at a cellular level. This gradual overwrite reshapes the vessel into a body fit for Otsutsuki resurrection. At this stage, no combat benefits exist. No chakra boost, no jutsu absorption, no physical enhancement. The seal functions purely as a biological virus, rewriting its host from within. The Otsutsuki consciousness remains dormant, observing as the process unfolds. Boruto and Kawaki both exhibited inactive karma during early implantation, visible only as black marks performing passive genetic conversion. Jigen's case differed. Ishiki hid inside his brain, and karma remained inert until Ishiki regained power. Implantation is perilous. Most test subjects die from chakra rejection. The rewrite progresses slowly, leaving the host vulnerable. If the host dies before completion, resurrection fails entirely, making stage 1 a fragile, high-risk period for both vessel and Otsutsuki. Stage 2. Basic Karma. Stage 2 marks the Karma Seal's true awakening, when it transitions from dormant to combat ready. Upon activation, the mark glows, blue for Boruto, red for Kawaki, and spreads across the body like tattooed patterns. Activation can be triggered by willpower or intense emotion, but the host still retains control. The seal taps directly into the Otsutsuki's chakra and genetic memory, amplifying the user's strength, speed, and durability. At this stage, the host gains the power to absorb chakra-based jutsu, nullifying elemental attacks created from chakra, but not those made from real natural elements. Absorbed energy can be redirected, turning the user into both shield and weapon. They also gain chakra masking abilities, and, in advanced cases, limited space-time control, like Jigen's portals or Code's claw marks. Boruto demonstrated this power against Boro, absorbing jutsu and creating the vanishing Rasengan, while Kawaki used it to overpower Garo. Yet, the form isn't limitless. It drains stamina and strengthens the Otsutsuki's mental influence. Prolonged use pushes the host closer to total takeover, foreshadowing karma's final stage. Stage 3. Version 2 Karma. Stage 3, known as Version 2 Karma, marks the full awakening of the seal, and transforms the host into a near-complete Otsutsuki form. The user develops physical traits such as horns, altered eyes, and chakra auras that radiate immense power. This stage typically activates under extreme stress or danger, often triggered by the Otsutsuki's consciousness rather than the host's will. The more karma is used, the greater the risk of possession, as the Otsutsuki's control grows stronger. In this form, users gain access to Otsutsuki-specific dojutsu. Boruto channels Momoshiki's Byakugan, while Kawaki and Jigen wield Ishiki's Sukuna Hikona and Daikokuten, allowing instant size manipulation and the summoning of stored objects from another dimension. These techniques enable unpredictable attacks and flawless battlefield control. Standard jutsu are drastically amplified. Rasengan variants, for instance, become faster, denser, and far more destructive. Jigen's use of version 2 demonstrated overwhelming power. His chakra rods and cubes immobilized Naruto and Sasuke, breaking Susanoo and bypassing Six Paths' reflexes. Kawaki replicated these moves to overpower ninja tech foes, while Boruto's transformation under Momoshiki allowed instant execution of advanced jutsu like Rasendan. Even Code's white karma, though incomplete, rivaled Jigen's might once his limiters were lifted. However, version 2 carries a heavy toll. Overuse weakens or destroys imperfect vessels. Jigen's body literally cracked under Ishiki's power, showing that without full compatibility, the immense energy of version 2 karma consumes the user entirely. Stage 4. Full Resurrection. Stage 4 of the Karma Seal marks complete resurrection, the final and most dangerous phase. By this point, the karma has entirely rewritten the host's DNA, transforming the vessel into a perfect replica of the original Otsutsuki. The host's consciousness is erased, replaced completely by the Otsutsuki's mind, chakra, and identity. Unlike earlier stages that shared control, resurrection means total possession. The revived Otsutsuki retains all memories, techniques, and dojutsu from their original life, operating without the limitations of a human host. Their powers function at full efficiency, with chakra output restored to Otsutsuki levels. Strength, durability, and reaction speed far exceed previous karma forms. This transformation rebuilds the body from the cellular level, making power intrinsic rather than borrowed. The resurrected Otsutsuki can perform space-time travel, manipulate dimensions, and unleash refined jutsu powered by centuries of experience. Ishiki's rebirth from Jigen exemplifies this stage. His speed and power forced Naruto into Baryon mode, nearly killing both Naruto and Sasuke. Even Momoshiki's partial takeovers in Boruto show the devastation such control brings. However, resurrection isn't guaranteed. If the host dies before the overwrite completes, the process fails permanently. Jigen's imperfect vessel collapsed under Ishiki's power, proving that resurrection still depends on vessel stability. A perfect host yields godlike rebirth, but an incompatible one ensures total destruction for both Otsutsuki and host alike. Stage 5. Karma Resonance. Karma resonance is a special phenomenon that occurs when two karma-bearing individuals are in close proximity. When this happens, the seals begin to react to each other, producing a synchronized glow that intensifies the connection between the two vessels. This resonance is not just visual, it has functional effects on both combat performance and the rate of Otsutsuki resurrection. During resonance, the link between the two karmas allows them to share certain abilities. For example, if one user absorbs a jutsu, the other can access and replicate that same technique without direct exposure. In the battle against Boro, Boruto absorbed a shadow clone jutsu, and Kawaki was able to use it shortly after through their shared karma network. The synergy also amplifies their combat capabilities. Both users experience enhanced speed, power, and reflexes. When Boruto and Kawaki fight together with active karma seals, their teamwork becomes highly efficient, making them a formidable unit. Resonance also accelerates the genetic overwrite process, which shortens the time required for the Otsutsuki embedded within to reach full resurrection. There are still many incredible teams I haven't covered yet, and their stories deserve to be told. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Naruto content.